morning and welcome to December 14 and Vlogmas. My name is Kirsty. If you're new joining here, welcome. If you've been following along on our adventures, welcome back. It is 7:30 in the morning and I am going to bed. We had another night last night where Ilsa did not sleep from around 10 till 1. And it's really playing on us. We just need sleep. So Jordan's got up with the kids this morning. I have gotten them breakfast and now I'm going back to bed. Very, very excited for some more sleep. I did open Advents. I actually edited yesterday's vlog the day before. So I edited the 13th vlog on the 13th and it uploaded overnight. So I posted it first thing this morning. So there's no editing to do today, which will be a nice break. So I am going to sleep now and then I will have a couple of hours to do some work while a friend comes to look after the kids. And then we'll see what the rest of the day holds, but probably largely a recovery day aside from those couple of hours of work, because oh gosh, there's only so many nights you can miss sleep. Okay, well, welcome to another day and let's see what we get up to today. Hello again. I've had a nap. Woohoo! It is only 9:30 in the morning, so I had an hour and a half nap. Sarah came over to look after the children and I am waking up with a cup of tea and a cheese and bacon roll. Now, I didn't show you the inside of these before because the outside looks a bit weird because I steam them. I don't even know if I mentioned that. I steam these. Traditionally, if you buy them from the shop, cheese and bacon is on top and then they're cooked and so you get like a golden cheese. But I like steaming them and filling them. And then you get, I mean, this is clearly filled more at the top than the bottom, but you get kind of that steamed bun taste that is common in, I don't know, like pork buns and like steamed custard buns are one of my favourite desserts when I go out to get dumplings in Australia. And so it kind of has that texture of the bun, but it's savoury. So I really enjoy them. And I couldn't tell you how long I steam them for. I steam them until they look done and then I get them out and I break them open, and if they're cooked through then I get them all out. Yeah, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or something. But delicious. So we still have a few of these to eat, which is nice. So I'm waking up. I really, 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 really want to sit down and watch Friends and Vlogmases. That would just fill me up today. And doing that without children would be a delight. But I do have some work to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do my Polish homework because I have Polish tomorrow and my teacher really wants to have finished adverbs and superlatives for adverbs before we start tomorrow so we can do the new lesson tomorrow, is her plan. So I'm going to go do the homework so that I can submit it today so that we can do Polish and go into the next lesson tomorrow. I will then sit down and knit and watch some Friends because I am still wrecked. And I think that will be a beneficial thing for me and for my family today to just sit and rest for a little bit before kids come. And then, I should still have time, I'm going to start going through the shopping from yesterday and figuring things out because that is something that I cannot do with the kids around. There are so many presents and little bits and pieces that are stocking stuffers that if they're around, they'll want to start playing with. And that would be awkward. So I'm going to go and start sorting through that and start sorting through the winter things so that if they want to go play in the snow today, we can do that. Yeah. I suspect that in 25 minutes, when Ilsa goes down for her nap, Zek and Sarah will head to the snow. That's my suspicion. So if I can get my polish done before then, they can be outside playing while I sit down and watch some TV and rest. We'll aim for that. So I'm gonna take my delicious food into the computer room so I can do my polish while I eat. I did want to show you how beautiful is this plate, if I can get it without. There we go. So this is Bolesławiec, which is Polish pottery, and I love it. We went to Bolesławiec a few weeks ago, before Vlogmas, so I did not take any footage of it, but it was gorgeous. We got a few plates and some cups, and yeah, Polish pottery, you can buy it in almost every town in Poland. There will be a shop that sells it, but it is significantly cheaper if you buy it from the manufacturer's warehouses in Bolesławiec than if you're buying it from the reselling shops around Poland. So I have bought some in different places in Poland, but we have been saving so that we could buy a bit more when we actually went to Bolesławiec. And we did, and it was amazing. Yeah, Polish pottery. Alright, I'm gonna go work. I will talk to you later. Have been doing a lot of knitting throughout Vlogmas, and I realised I haven't actually stopped and shared the projects for a while, so I thought I would do that. I haven't done any of the mini stockings since the first couple of days. Like I said, I think on day 4 or 5 that I was going to put them aside and only work on them sporadically, and I just haven't had time. When I have finished Advent knitting and caught up, I then move on to other things that have deadlines, or at least I needed because it's winter. But I thought I would show you a little bit of the progress that I'm making. So here we have my wallop cow. Now this is designed for Advents, and so it's designed for a 10 gram mini that you would use the entire 10 grams of every colour, and you just knit until it's gone. I am not doing that because I'm using scraps. Some are 20 grams, some are, like I think I had maybe 11 grams or something of this one here. The colours aren't showing up quite accurate, but some of them are. It's pretty close. Yeah, so I'm not quite following the pattern. I did the same amount of cast on. My needles are 0.25 millimeters smaller. I'm using 3.75 and the pattern calls for a 4 millimeter. But I did the same amount of cast on, and the other difference is in the pattern there are 3 different ways to transition from one colour to the next. I'm only doing the eyelet round transition. So every, getting some glimmer of that, every transition is the same. I think it's round 9 of the pattern that they give instructions for it. So I'm loosely following the pattern. I did the same cast on, and I'm really enjoying it. I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 colours in. I've started the 12th colour, but only just. And yeah, I'm like that. It's the 14th today. How come if I've started the 12th and I have one more, I'm missing one? But that's because I had the 2 yellows that were so similar that I decided not to include the second yellow like this. So it will, unless I add another one in, it will be 1 colour less than what the excuse me, then the 24 days. Actually, my advent from my sister may be, oh no, but I'm using scrap one, yeah. So it may be one colour less than the 24 days. But I'm really enjoying it. The idea is that it will become, at the end, you will join the two ends together. So it will be an invisible join. And then it will wrap around a few times. It is getting cold here. So having it doubled over that I can then pull up around ears or face, it's just going to be amazing. So I'm really looking forward to being able to wear this one. But even if it wasn't, like, I don't think I would be this far through if I wasn't doing it as an advent and opening a bit every day. Like, I'm already a day behind, 2 days behind. I just knit almost all of this colour today, which was from 2 days ago. So this one that I've just started is from yesterday, and then I have today's one as well. So yeah, I don't think I'd be this far through if I wasn't doing it as an advent. I am really enjoying having a scrappy project with a different colour every day. I don't generally have the wherewithal to do so much every day on the same project. So it's exciting, and it's exciting to see the progress. So yeah, I am almost halfway through this one. Or maybe more than halfway through. Maybe halfway through. But yeah, I am loving it. I have linked all of the project pages for these down below. So if you're interested in this or looking at the pattern a bit closer, or like finding out where to get the pattern, if you go down and click on Wallop Cowl, there's a link next to that, and that will take you to my Ravelry project page where the pattern is linked. I can't even remember who designed it. I think in a lot of things her name is actually Wallop. So maybe that's her name. Anyway, Wallop Cowl. And I'm just keeping it. I just had a sheer bag that I got, I think it's from the Crazy Sock Lady. I got a delivery in. And so I'm just keeping the balls in here until I get to knitting them. Except these three I've added in, so I need to change them over. I have another basket that I'm keeping my leftovers. This is what I'm knitting, and then today's one I kept in the bag because I wanted to make sure I knew. I mean, it's gradient, so it's not too bad, but I just wanted to make sure that I was able to catch up. So I'll transfer these over, keep this one in here, and I'll put the other one in too. The other one that I have with me to show you, I do have my pink flax sweater is downstairs, but I have my blue one here. So I thought I would give you a bit of a look because I've been showing you the colours as I add them on, but it's a sweater, and so it's nice to see it looking like a sweater. So there you go. I should say I didn't check gauge, and I'm looking at this going, maybe, I mean, it might be a little small for my son. I'm not fussy when it comes to sizes with kids. I don't generally check gauge. I just knit, and if it's a little small, they wear it for a little bit. If it's a little big, they wear it for a little bit longer. This one, I've cast on the stitches for the 4 to 6 year old, but I have a feeling it's actually a worsted weight sweater, and I'm doing fingering how double, which would be slightly less big. But I mean, it's stocking stitch, it'll stretch, so it'll fit him, and we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, there you go. That's what I've done. I actually don't know how much I need to go post splitting for the sleeves, which you can see I've done there. I've done maybe 4.5 inches after the sleeves, and I presume it'll be about 7 inches or so. But that's it, looking kind of like a sweater. I am really happy that I put this one in here. I was worried it would be too similar, but I really like it. And this one down here, you'll see it better in future days because it's twirling up, but it's got like a spiral coming down I really, really love the colours in here, the blues and pinks together, held with the navy. But I also love the way that it's spiraling down. So that was a bit fun to see it as it knit up. And it is happening, like this is the back, it is happening the whole way around. You're getting that spiral of colour. Yeah, so that was yesterday's one. Today's one from Melinda Knits and Sews, I put into the pink flax. So I am up to date with my flax sweaters. I am 1 day behind at the moment on my wallop cowl. And I am feeling the need to cast on all the winter things. Some winter mittens, some cowls, because it is cold, y'all. It is cold. And I'm wearing my Nico sweater, which is by Krupka Knits. Again, project page will be in the description below if you're interested in finding out more. But it's cold. It's definitely sweater weather. I bought snow gear yesterday, which I told you about, but there were so many beanies and cowls and mittens, and I didn't buy them because I can knit them, but my kids need them, so I need to start knitting them. Obviously I'm knitting a cowl for myself that I will use. Zechariah has a scarf that a friend knit him. Ilsa so far has not been wearing scarves or cowls. So I think I need to knit her a cowl, and I need to knit them both mittens that are for walking around mittens rather than playing in snow mittens. And I need to knit Jordan a cowl. Yeah. So I have yarn for all these things. I am thinking for the kids' ones, because I'm doing their flax sweaters, I'll double with this. And this is 720 meters in the ball. I'm not going to use that much for either of theirs. So I'm thinking of making like them matching mittens that are this held double with something. Yeah. I'm not quite sure. But then I'm like, yeah. I'm not sure. But I'm toying around with it. But if I do that, I don't want to do it until the flax sweater is done, so I know I have enough. So maybe I'll just pick something else and hold it double. Anyway, that's where we're at. We are getting there. They're 2 of my 3 advent projects. I'll show you the pink flax in a bit more detail soon. I should mention, for the flax sweaters, I'm going to do the arms to match. So you can see here I've split on the blue. I split on the, I don't think I marked it on this one. That was silly. I marked it on the other one. You can see a split. I think I did one. Anyway, you can see a split. I'm pretty sure it's the end of the brown. I don't think I did any brown on the next row. So yeah. Which means when I come to pick up the sleeves, I will pick up with the grey, and I will knit the sleeves in the grey until I've done my repeat of this, and then I will go into the repeats of the other ones. So I'm keeping all of the leftovers in this bag so I can follow that down, and then the sleeves will stripe matching the body. So you'll have the grey stripe, the dark grey stripe, the multicoloured stripe. So it'll be a matching body sleeve. If I didn't have enough, then I could just stripe the sleeves in any colours, that would be fine. But my plan is to follow it down. So I'm keeping the leftovers in here in a bag with the sweater, so I have it when I get to that point. But I don't have enough needles to, I don't think I have enough needles to do the sleeves at the same time. And even if I did, I couldn't do it for both sweaters. It would either be one sleeve on one sweater or both sleeves on one sweater, but I couldn't do it on both. So I will have a little bit of catch up at the end when I have to go back and do the sleeves. But I suspect that I'm actually going to finish a sweater before I run out of, like, I'll finish a sweater before I get to the end of Advent, because they are knitting up at different speeds. They're also different sizes, and I didn't know how many stripes I would be able to get for each day because I did a rough estimate. So I may end up with a couple of days from this Advent that I don't actually use in these sweaters. And that's fine. I love scraps. I will use them somewhere else. But it means that I may end up on the 22nd of December or the 20th December finishing the body on one of these, and then I can go back and start knitting on the sleeves. And sleeves are often longer than bodies, so I'll probably have to add 1 or 2 colours into the sleeves that I didn't add into the body. Yeah, so I'll keep posted with that, but I guess the point of all that is I'm thinking I can get at least one of them finished, I would say, before Christmas. I doubt I'll get both of them finished before Christmas, sleeves and all, but I think I could get one of them finished before Christmas. It all depends on what colours come out of the Advent, because it's not a gradiated Advent. It is, I do a couple of days on one sweater and then I do a couple of days on the other, and it just depends what colours are coming out. But I'm really enjoying that, being able to pick up one and then pick up the other. And I'm not sure if it's all updated on Ravelry. Again, project page is linked below. But I'm doing 8 rows of each colour on the pink one and 10 rows of each colour on the blue one. And that's because the blue one is the size up. And so I knew there would be more of it. And so if I think I figured out if there were 12 of each colourway in the Advent, that would give me enough to do both of them. Yeah. So that's where I'm up to with Advent knitting. I'm going to go downstairs and hang out with my fam, with my kids, start thinking about dinner. And I didn't get through any of the shopping I did yesterday. I haven't stopped and sorted that yet. But I may do that, or I may just hang out with my kids, because I think at least my daughter is missing me. She's in a I want to be with mummy all the time mood. So I'll go give her some mummy time. Alright, talk to you later. One last check-in before bed. I folded clothes this evening, very glamorous, and did some knitting. So that was lovely. Ilsa skipped her nap today. She is going through a bit of a leap, and it's pretty great to see the things that she's learning. It is less great to see the lack of sleep that she's getting, and it is noticeable. She is very tired and grumpy and clingy at the moment. So trying to hold out until she settles down into her new routine, whatever that will be. We definitely had this with Zach, that he skipped naps for a while when he was going through a leap and then settled back into having naps afterwards. So we'll see. Also hoping that because she didn't have a nap today, she will sleep tonight. What do you think my chances are? So I'm going to talk quickly and then go to bed, so that I can get some sleep even if she doesn't. But I thought I would show you a couple of things. One, I got more done on my cow. Now, a couple of things. I was here this morning, so I just started this colour. So I've done all of this colour and this colour, and I've just done the tiniest teensy bit of the next colour. I did do one row extra on this colour, not deliberately. I was just watching TV and it was intense and I forgot. I counted and I went, I need one more row, and then the zombies attacked. And I was too busy watching the zombies and seeing who was going to be attacked or not, and by the time that sorted itself out, I had done an extra row. So I'd almost finished an extra row. So instead of unpicking, it can have an extra row. I don't mind. So that one, I am now up to today's colour, and I've done 1.5 rows of today's colour. So that's exciting. The other one that I wanted to show you now that I have it with me is the pink flax sweater. Now, I think this one is amazing because the top, you could almost believe it was one variegated yarn. Like this whole section in here was one variegated yarn. And then you get to a section that is a bit different and then very different. But like this section, here to here, that's actually 3 yarns. So yeah, it's pretty cute, I think. And then this stripy one will then mirror in the sleeves as well. So yeah, I think it's going to be a super cute jumper. And like I said before, I will probably do some mittens. Well, I will do some mittens for Ilsa as well. And I should definitely have enough of this to do held double with something, whether I do stripy or I pick a contrasting colour. Have a yarn up there. I've got 100 grams of it, so it would be way too much, but I am tempted to do that held with this for mittens and a Musselburgh, because I don't have a Musselburgh for Ilse yet. Or I actually have a full skein of this one. So this came as a scrap in, well, a scrap. It came as a 20 gram in the advent calendar, but I actually have a full ball of this one. So I'm debating doing that for mittens and a hat for Ilsa, so it'll kind of match. Anyway, but that's the progress on that one. And I think I have 2 to 3 inches before I start the ribbing on the bottom of this. So that'll be another 2 colours, possibly 3 colours before I start the ribbing. If I need just like 1 or 2 rows, I'll either make it slightly shorter or I'll make it longer, or I may even do the ribbing, like do a couple of rows in one colour and then use the same colour for the ribbing. I wouldn't do a couple of rows of one colour and then change for the ribbing. I'll keep my sections either the same width or add it into the ribbing. So there you go. I have actually had a bit of knitting time today, and that is because it was a really hard day and I have not slept. And so, yeah, Jordan looked after the kids a bit so I could have a bit of a break. So that was really lovely. That's where I'm up to with my projects. And I am going to take some washing upstairs, put it away and go to bed. All right, I will see you tomorrow. I don't know what the plans are aside from Polish. So I will see you tomorrow and get you updated with plans for tomorrow when I talk to you in the morning. Happy knitting.